Welcome in to the 2-Minute Drill. This is Jim Baxter from SCVarsity.com, and today we are talking about the class of 2020 linebackers, working on the 2020 rankings, and so watching a lot of film. And I'm going to tell you, the class of 2020 is going to be really heavy on the defensive side of the football. I really like this linebacker group. Right now, I've got 5 guys that I think are going to be inside the top 30, top 40 players. 2 of these guys are going to be inside the top 10. I've got 3 that I firmly believe that are going to be FBS Division 1A linebackers at the next level. I've already highlighted Deshaun Watson, a kid from Barnwell, 6'2", 298, 200 pounds. This is a kid that's playing with his hand on the ground a little bit down at Barnwell and coming off the edge and just wreaking havoc in the backfield. But he does play in a stand-up and comes off the edge from there. Shows the ability to cover in pass coverage. I like this kid. He's quick to the ball. He's got great instincts. Pursues well. Takes excellent angles. But most importantly, this kid is a savage. He plays violent football. He's kind of raw, but I think that he is definitely one of the top 2 linebackers in the state in that 2020 class, and I believe he's on his way to playing some big-time college football. I'm not sure that his straight line speed, from what I understand, is probably a little bit below what the 1A guys are going to want for the linebackers, but he's got every other skill set that you need at that position. I think that he would be incredible guy playing in a 3-4 set where he can come off the edge and do what he does best. Playing in a 4-3, is going to have to be a little more athletic. He's got to do some things in coverage, and it's going to be interesting to see how he adjusts to that. He's still young, so that speed can improve and training and everything. But I believe that he is definitely going to be one of the guys at the top of the list in that 2020 class. Kevon Hagler from Hartsville, another one, 6'2", 218 pounds for Jeff Calabrese's Red Foxes, and this kid is another one that gets to the ball quick. He is not lining up on the edge a lot, but he actually gets to the hole, meets the runners in the hole, is able to get through the trash well on his rushes, and he's just a machine at forcing fumbles. And so he's another one that we're looking at as probably going to be a 1A guy. Jamari Littlejohn, linebacker, Gaffney, 6', 6'1", 205 pounds. He's, again, another one that's in the same mold of Watson and Hagler. I mean, all 3 of these guys are punishing. I think that Jamari is a little bit less skilled at shedding off blockers, and I think it's because he just tries to overpower them. I think once he learns that he's got to take some rush techniques to get by these guys, he's going to get better at that. But another one that's a violent tackler, is very punishing to the blockers too. I mean, I've seen guys come up to take him on, and he just punishes the blockers. But he's another one that I think is going to be a 1A guy. There's a couple of guys that are probably not being talked about in those ranks. I think David Cromer, linebacker out of Lexington High School, 6'1", 190. He's probably actually a little bit bigger than that now. Is a guy that can be like those other 3 guys. I think that he's definitely an aggressive player. He's a physical player, but he's very raw. He's got a great coach in Will Newell, who is an outstanding player in his days. So I know that he's getting coached up. David, though, is a guy that's already has a scholarship offer and commitment to the University of South Carolina in baseball. He's a great baseball player as well. So he's a good athlete. But he's a guy that could develop into a 1A type linebacker. Right now I think that he's probably if they were coming out today, probably more of an FCS 1AA guy. But that said, I think he can develop into a 1A guy, and he certainly has the physical tools to do that, and the athleticism. Another one, and this is one that no one's going to know about because he played offensive guard last year, but Justin Abraham, he's another linebacker that Jeff Calabrese has at Hartsville. He's a 6 foot, 227-pound athlete, good speed, very physical. The film, though, when you go to watch his film, you're going to see him lined up at the offensive guard position because that's where they needed him last year as a sophomore. But he's just too talented on the defensive side of the football and too athletic not to put in that linebacker spot. So Coach Calabrese is putting him there, and hopefully we'll have some film from him once they get him pads, some practice film, and then of course, after the jamborees and the first couple of games, we'll have some game film on this guy playing at the linebacker position. But that's it. I'm Jim Baxter. This has been the 2-Minute Drill. Thanks for listening.
Here I come, yeah!